Hey, are you planning on using some gift funds for your down payment? Let's talk about that. Hey guys, welcome to video 26. Today we're going to be talking about gifts and how that relates to mortgage lending. Since it's the holiday season, Thanksgiving is coming up and Christmas is right behind it, we're going to be talking about how to use gift funds in your mortgage process. We'll talk about exactly who can give those gifts to you. We'll also talk about what it means for the giver or the donor. And then we'll also talk about how you need to document those so that your lender knows what's going on and so that everybody's under the same impression regarding that gift. So let's jump in real quick and get started. All right, so let's talk about exactly who can give these gifts to you. The short answer is a relative. What I'm going to do real quickly is I'm going to read the Fannie Mae guidelines to you just so you can kind of see all the things that it allows for in who a relative is defined as, and then we'll talk just a little bit more. So let me read this to you really quickly. The Fannie Mae guidelines says that a relative is defined as a borrower's spouse, child, or other dependent, or by any other individual who is related to the borrower by blood, marriage, adoption, or legal guardianship. A fiance or domestic partner can give a gift to the borrower to assist in the down payment of a home purchase. So in short, any sort of relative, and that doesn't have to be necessarily blood, as we just learned. It could be through adoption or legal guardianship. It could also be someone that you're not yet married to, not yet quote relatives with. All right, also just as important as who can give a gift, it's who cannot give a gift. Fannie Mae is very explicit that anybody connected to or related to the developer, the builder, the real estate agent, any party, me, the lender, any party that is going to benefit from the transaction cannot be the gift giver on your loan. All right, so really quickly, we're going to talk about some tax implications. Disclaimer, 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 disclaimer. I am not a CPA. This is not tax advice. Please do not use this to plan your taxes. However, from my research on the IRS website, I found that there's what's called a tax exclusion amount, which is basically the highest limit of gift that you can give without having any tax implications. It changes from year to year, but right now in 2018, that number is $15,000. So that's any one person, that's what we just talked about, a relative, to another person. Now, it's not just from one family to another family. So in other words, if my wife and I were trying to get a gift to buy a home, my dad and my mom, both of them could give me each $15,000. My dad could give it to me and my mom could give it to me. Similarly, my dad could give my wife $15,000 and my mom could give my wife $15,000. It is not a family to family, it is a person to person, and they would still have no tax implications as far as I understand it from my research on the IRS website. I want to make that really clear. I would definitely talk to your CPA before giving any gifts and before letting that donor give you any gifts, just so everyone's aware of what's going on and the tax implications for that donor. All right, last but not least, and maybe most importantly, how do I document this gift with my lender? Can I just show them a bank statement, or can I just show them a copy of the check? Yes and no. One of the things that I have found with any lender, and especially with us, is we have a certain gift letter that we like to get signed by the donor so that we know that both parties know that this is a gift and that there hasn't been any other consideration given for this gift, and that is above board. So that's just a gift, a form that needs to be filled out. Also, once the gift is given, yes, a copy of the check or a bank statement showing that the funds have been delivered is sufficient to show proof of funds for closing for the underwriters. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you learned a little bit more about gifts. I hope that you have a great holiday season filled with family and friends and great memories as well as gifts. So if you are planning on trying to use a gift for a home purchase, why don't you put that on your list to the big guy, and hopefully he'll deliver that for you guys. If I can help you with anything on the mortgage side, please reach out. Let me know. Add any comments or questions down below, and I'll be happy to address those as they come in. Have a great holiday season. We'll talk soon. See you guys. Or a fiance, it's like two spellings of fiance. That's weird. Well, let's back up. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, okay. This scared me. Look at this. Let me see if I can turn this around. Hang on. You guys see that thing crawling? Where'd it go? There it is. See that thing? Holy smokes. It crawled on my line of sight, and I was like, what in the world? Whew.